Alright guys, how you doing today? This is Colton with Van Dyke Vlogs here. We're going up on Windrock Park right now. My wife was heading out of town this weekend, and so I figured after I got some chores done around the house, I'd head up here on the mountain. So trying a new camera setup tonight. Hopefully you can actually hear me instead of just the four-wheeler the whole entire time. I got a mic on the inside of my helmet here, and some new windscreens and different things on the GoPro, so hopefully it's a good clear picture for you. It's a beautiful day. We've had a lot of rain here in Tennessee, record-breaking rain, and so I've been kind of anxious to get up here. I think it's been since October. I think it was the last time that I was actually up here, which is forever ago. So kind of excited. Just going to take it easy today, not doing anything real crazy because I'm just by myself. So we're just going to get out here, enjoy the day today, and just kind of see what we can get into. Stay tuned. Alright guys, give you a shot of the windmills up top there. The trail I'm on currently is trail G39. I've actually been on this trail a lot, and it's real pretty in the fall. A lot of leaves changing colors and different things, and I just wanted to kind of take it today because the park's called Windrock Park, and it is pretty windy today, and I did not dress with a wind layer on, so that wind is cutting right through my shirts and hoodies. So I'm trying to stay off the top of the mountain and take some easier routes that I know that I don't have to pull out the map every time and look at, and just kind of take this. I want to see if I can find a trail. It's I think it's just trail 39. So, and for those of you that aren't at Windrock, don't know how they have their trail set up, they have the trails rated on a system of anything that has a G on it's obviously gravel, and then they have their other trails, and then they mark those trails by color of difficulty. And I think green is gravel ones, blue is moderate, black is difficult, black diamond is more difficult, and then double black diamond is extremely difficult. And so this one's just a G trail, so it's pretty easy. Like I said, I'm by myself today, so I don't want to get into anything real crazy, but I've noticed a lot of changes on this trail already. There's a lot of washouts. You can see some water running down right there, and that's just all from the rain that we have been getting. There's been a lot of flooding and different things going on, so there's been a lot of washouts, a lot of mudslides on the road that I can already tell. I saw 3 new ones that weren't here last time I went down this trail. So it's been interesting so far, so we'll keep seeing how this trail changes and see if I can find this other trail, 39. It kind of cuts back to the old commuter train that they have down here at the end, on the other side of the mountain that Windrock is on. So I might go to train, might not, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have any plans today, just kind of riding around to get out and enjoy the weather, and just to have some fun. So give you a little shot of the trail through here, and then we'll see what we can get into. The four-wheeler that I run is a 2010 Honda Rancher 420. It is the fuel injected. It has the hand shifter, as you can see right there. I got some things for Christmas for it that I felt like I really needed. When I got this for my father-in-law, it already had the mud tires on it. I think it's the MTC Motos, I think is what they are. And some M11 wheels, and I love the setup on the wheels and tires. They have great grip and a lot of different terrains. But on this four-wheeler, as most of you know, a lot of the Hondas are straight axles, and on the back it only has one shock, so it can make some of this rocky stuff a little rough to ride sometimes. I rode my friend's Can-Am Outlander 570, I believe it is, and it's the 2-seater model, and he has power steering on it and Elka shocks, and that thing was like riding a Cadillac compared to this 4-wheeler. And again, I'm not really knocking my 4-wheeler. I love this 4-wheeler. It's been a good 4-wheeler for me, but man, is there a noticeable ride difference. Let's go back here and see what we can find. I think I've been down or up on here, but it's just a playground, really. Just a place to have some fun. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, just a big old mud pit. Really don't think I want to get into that right now. Really don't want to get stuck right off the bat. So woo. Let's get lined up here. Go. You know, I like riding all kinds of different things. You know, I've had you know, the first thing that had power when we lived in a subdivision when I was a kid, we couldn't have gas powered engines, so my parents bought me a Razor dirt bike, electric dirt bike, and I wore the tires off that thing. I rode that thing for a few years, and then moved out to a farm, bought myself a little mini bike from Tractor Supply, and then rode that for about a year. And then I moved up to a Honda CRF 150, and love that dirt bike too. And then I moved to a Honda 4Trax 350. Had to do some work on it. I got it for a good price. Ended up doing a lot of work on it, and then it just kept having problems. I think it was an 86 model or something like that, so ended up just getting rid of that, which was okay. I had fun on it. And then also my grandfather gave me a Yamaha Moto 4, and he actually wrecked it a few times, chasing cattle on the farm, different things. And it's the old, you know, big fat tires on the back and skinny tires on the front. And I think it's a 70s model, but it's had no suspension on it whatsoever. I mean, none whatsoever. And just axles right to the frame. And so you felt everything. But he actually rolled it a few times and bent the frame on it. But I got it to where I could ride it on one side if I put in second or third gear and just took the turn real sharp, and I could stand it up on its left side and, I mean, ride it forever. And then my father-in-law started getting into the side-by-sides, and he said the 4-wheelers are just sitting around. Why don't you just ride one around since you don't have anything right now? And I said, okay, sure. So that one was actually, I believe it was an 01 Honda 4, not the Foreman, I think it was a Rancher as well, 400, and it was a, you know, all-time 4-wheel drive, so that was really hard on the arms when you're doing long trail rides. But then he ended up getting the Maverick X3 XRC, which you see on the video or on the channel and some of the videos, and that's his pride and joy now. So he ended up upgrading my 4-wheeler to, which this one was my mother-in-law's, and it still is his, but he just lets me ride it around and do what I want to with it. But you know, I've ridden all kinds of different things over the years, and I think my favorite thing is the side-by-side. I'd love to have a side-by-side, but there's just something fun about riding on a 4-wheeler. You know, the air's just all around you. I think you get more of an experience with you know, your surroundings rather than just feel like you're sitting in a car. Like I said, don't get me wrong, if anybody'd love to give me a side-by-side, you know, I'll gladly take it. But there's just something fun about a four-wheeler. They're narrow, they're you know, they're fun to handle. You use your body a lot more to control it than just, you know, your feet and hands for gas and steering. But it's something that it's its own animal. And I got a light bar for Christmas for it, and a winch, which I'm super excited about. I've just played with them a little bit around the house, but you know, nothing in a trail setting. Oh, which side is less steep? We'll go there. And so who knows, I might be able to get into something today that really try them out and see what we got going on. Oh, there's a good shot of the windmills. All this water running, man, it's crazy. It hasn't rained in, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, I think. There's just a ton of rain still coming down off the mountain. Wow, here's another washout area. Man. Well, let's see what else we can get into. Alright guys, well, here's a prime example of what I've been talking about what this water has been doing here recently. This right up through here, and I know the camera never really does it justice, but this right up through here was just an easy drive down. I mean, it's a full road. Now it's been completely washed out. I mean, completely. I don't know I think that might be an exposed gas line. My gas line's usually yellow, but that's for residential, I do believe. So I think this might be a main gas line going down through here, because there are gas wells on this property. And I mean, you can just tell, I mean, right here, I mean, it just completely washed this out. I mean, it's nuts, absolutely nuts. Crazy how much damage water can do just by flowing down somewhere. Now remember, this is a G trail, so G trails are the easiest trails. And if I have to stand up on a trail to make sure the four-wheeler doesn't flip, I don't really consider that easy anymore. Don't get me wrong, this is fun. I like doing this. I like the technical, pick your lines sort of riding. I'm just trying to take it easy since I'm by myself, but I'm not going to turn away from a challenge. So we'll keep going down through here and see how else it's changed. I mean, I can't believe this. It's unbelievable. Ooh, it's fun. I mean, this right here, this is what that whole entire trail used to look like. And now it's, you know, completely washed out. That's crazy. Really crazy. I thought about maybe trying to go up to the flats, which is Caryville Flats, that overlooks the town of Caryville and I believe Jacksboro. That's a really neat spot. You can actually see elk there. Usually in the mornings and the evenings. But it's probably close to 4 o'clock right now, and since the time change, it's been getting dark around 8. It's usually about an hour and a half to 2 hour ride. So as long as everything would go well, that's kind of pushing the envelope for me as far as keeping it safe. So I think I might just stick to what I'm doing right now and just enjoy the time. Alright guys, we're here on a new trail. We're on trail 42. I've been on this trail once or twice. It was pretty manageable, and now we got all these rocks and boulders. So I'm just kind of taking it slow and doing what I can here. Woo! That one made the butt pucker. Probably should have used 4-wheel drive through there, but honestly, sometimes I just like doing 2-wheel drive just to see what the machine can do. Oh. This is where that independent suspension would be very nice instead of the straight axle, but hey, there's pros and cons to everything, I guess. Oh crap. Oh crap, look at all these pigs. Man, I've never seen pigs here. I've always wanted to see pigs. Holy crap, man, there is a ton of them. Man, I want to go hog hunting so bad. Man, do I want to go hog hunting. There are some big pigs here, man. Oh man, I don't know if I want to. I do not like this one bit. It's making me a little nervous because there's some big ones up there. Holy cow, man. I'm trying to keep my eyes out because I've seen these things charged before, and I really don't want to get charged by one. Little piglets. Holy cow, man. Or holy pig, I guess. That's awesome. I'm so glad I turned on my camera. Man, they're all over this little knoll. I am keeping my eyes peeled. I've never been able to hunt hogs. I really didn't even know that they were in this part of Tennessee. I mean, this is East Tennessee. I grew up in southern West Virginia, and grew up on a sheep farm, and you know, we had coyotes that we had to deal with, and you know, we hunted those a lot. but never any pigs. And I didn't know they were down here until, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. And ever since then, they have been spreading like wildfire. I'd really like to get into some management of doing some of those. Nice shot of the ridgeline. Let's try this 43A. These are all blue trails, at least they're supposed to be. I don't think I've ever been down this one, so by the looks of it on the map, it just does a loop around the knoll of this mountain. So some more water, man. That's just, I mean, that's just coming straight down the mountain. That is crazy. Nice face whacking branch. Don't like the angle I'm on. See, this is the part that I like about a four-wheeler. You can use your body to control what it's going to do to a certain point. And obviously with the side-by-side, you know, you have the wider wheelbase stance, so where you don't really have to worry about that. But I don't know, like I said, they're different animals. Each of them have their own pluses and minuses to them, things that make them enjoyable. Let's see, let's do this. Private property. Is that private property of Windrock or somebody else's private property? This is a labeled trail. I don't know where. You know, one thing I've noticed when it comes to side-by-sides, I'm more of a Can-Am guy. I like the Can-Am products. They've been proven in my own personal experience. My father-in-law has a Commander and a X3 RC, and it's just a great platform, man. I mean, the amount of power that's there, the gearing, everything about them I like. When it comes to the razors, I mean, this is razor country. You see a ton of razors down here, and I get it, they're cheaper. But as far as comfort, ride quality, and capability, you know, I'm a firm believer in Can-Am. Me and my father-in-law, we're not too big of guys, but we I'm 6'2", 268, and he's about the same height as me, and I'd say he's somewhere around the 230 range. We're not super big guys, but man, sometimes just when we would sit in razors, I mean, we were already bumping shoulders, and I couldn't imagine being on a trail. Even though the Can-Am kind of has some limited visibility, that cab setup is just superior in my opinion. Big old branch. That's just my input on it. But then again, you know, if I had a razor, I would not turn it down, because I love side-by-sides, but right now it's just not in the budget for my life. So sure you like and subscribe this video, so that way I can get some extra income coming in. Maybe I can get one. I'd appreciate it. Of the juice. Don't get down in that rut. Well, I think this is where the loop's at, so let's just go this way. Woo! Nose started diving there. Made me little nervous, and I'm not scared of mud holes, but I am not set up in mud hole clothes, and I'd rather stay warm than wet, so that's why I'm taking the chicken routes when it comes to some of these mud holes. And if any of you are familiar with this area in Tennessee, you know, you have the well, shoot, I can't think of the name of it now, but it's the prison where Lee Harvey Oswald, I think, was held. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's actually right over here, and they just opened it up last year for tours and different things. And I'm pretty sure that this is the trail that it cuts off to get to the prison to go take tours of, and there are a lot of people that do that. It's a pretty neat thing. I haven't got to go through it yet, but I'd like to do it sometime, hopefully during the summer. I'm supposed to have my father-in-law and some other friends coming down either in April or May. Ooh, hold up here. Let's see. I might put this in 4-wheel drive to give us that little extra grab here. Woo! There we go. But we're supposed to be coming down in either April or May and having a few days worth of rides, so hopefully we'll be able to put that on the channel for some content. Hopefully we can go see that for the first time. We'll see. Alright guys, well, I came to a spot that's kind of off the trail, not the track, and just kind of getting a little breather and stuff. So I think I might end this video right here, and then we'll get into another video further on to finish off the rest of the trail ride. I didn't want to make this video too long, but who knows, we might see some more stuff. So thanks for following the channel. If you would, please like and subscribe, and you'll see some more content like this. So for now, that's it for Van Dyke Vlogs. Thanks.